Good evening, Nick. It's Wednesday, May 20th, and today's video comes to you in many parts. Part 1, I can't find my camera. So Nick, I have this really awesome location that I wanted to do my video at today, and I couldn't find my camera, and I'm not taking my laptop out into the woods to videotape, so you get to settle for the blue wall today. Blue wall, man. Part 2, I got an awesome new shirt. I'm not going to really explain anything about it, but you can see it and it's sweet. Part 3, I'm really sorry about hurting your feelings. I really didn't mean to do that. I actually went back and watched my video and realized that the way that I said that you're not like the silly guy was really mean. Like, I could have said that in an infinite number of better ways, and I chose the least tactful, Nick, and I'm really sorry about that. And the reason I'm really sorry, Nick, is because it's not really true. You were always like silly and funny and interesting and profound in that really cool way. You're just not silly in your videos, which is how I should have worded it. You're not a silly video guy, but you were always really funny, and I've always appreciated your humor. And so I'm really sorry that I was not 100% honest in my last video. Part 4, Nick, I definitely am not giving you too much credit. So I know you think I gave you too much credit for like inferring what I was trying to get at, and that, you're always like, oh, I came up with this really cool idea on my own, but I still feel like, we had this like connection. Like, I don't know, Wonder Twins or something. But you and I have always had a pretty good way of telling what's on each other's minds, even when we're not really explicitly stating it, Nick. So give yourself more credit. You need to give you more credit, because I think you actually got it. You knew what I meant even when I didn't know that I meant it. And that was pretty sweet. And it really helped me with my next video. So I'm glad you were able to read my mind even when I couldn't. Part 5, the past making me a better person, totally makes sense, Nick. I don't know what you're talking about. So Nick, we only have to go back like many moons, but eventually you'll get to a video where I was talking about like death and the nature of death in an ultra complex way, because like our cells are constantly being replaced by other cells and being completely replaced, and we're not technically the same person we were even when we were born, or maybe even necessarily a few years ago. So yeah, there are multiple me's, Nick, and I think me now is better than me then. And there were events that were the present at the time, and the future were going to be the future at the time, that ultimately shaped me. And so getting into this really weird, complex circular logic kind of way, yes, it was the present at the time that made me improved, but is now the past. And so it was that past that made me improved, and I swear that all makes sense. And part 6, now I kind of ran out of ideas. Although running out of ideas actually kind of gave me an idea. There's always that awkward moment at like the end of videos where I'm not really sure how to wrap things up, and it always confuses me. Like sometimes I just stop really abruptly and say, Nick, I'll see you the next day, and then there are other days where I try to like wind it down, and I'm never really sure like which one's appropriate. I just kind of guess each day and hope that it works. And I think I've been doing an okay job so far, but I'm not really sure how to appropriately wrap up a video. Like, is there proper etiquette? I don't really know. Anyways, I'm just gonna kind of stick with my random guesses and just say, hey, I'll see you on Friday, Nick.